Welcome back, guys. This is Doug with Basement Level Magic. We are back for round 2 of our Zendikar Pack-per-Win Swiss draft. We lost a die roll, but our opponent hasn't appeared just yet. Deck performed well in round 1, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. We'll kind of see what happens. It's got more removal than I thought it'd have. Or at least it plays like it has more removal than I thought it would have. I do wish we had more ingest, but you can't have everything. I think maybe even pulling the Merc Strider from the deck would have been a reasonable option in favor of probably the Undo Champion, just because it's a more relevant body. But we'll see. We'll check for sideboard. This is a good hand, so we'll go ahead and keep this. If we have to use a Clutch Occurrence early, we can. We got a Touch of the Void and a Nettle Drone, so we'll definitely want to be removing that Sludge Crawler as soon as possible. See if he just attacks for 2. That'd probably be the best for us. Go to 18, he gets 1 ingest. This turn, he'll get 1 ingest next turn. I don't have anything to play. Unless we pick up a Kozilek Sentinel off the top, which would be the best. So he does have a turn 2 play. Or he's just slow rolling his. Yeah, so he didn't. No turn 2 play, which is fine. Perfect, really. He did hire 1 ingester, which is kind of a bummer. Imagine he'll pump it again. Nope, no pump this time. So I assume he's just playing his land on second main. Yeah. So that's probably the bigger threat. I'll go ahead and touch that one. It doesn't really speed up my game to Clutch Occurrence. No. But it does give us an exiled card in case we do draw like a Mist Intruder or something. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it. The one that comes in and bounces a creature. So we definitely give him a 3rd ingest though, which is also not good. But to play the Nettle Drone, we're still not blocking. The first thing that comes out that actually does block would be the Vestige. Opponent's only getting in for 1 again. See what he hits. Nettle Drone. Well, that's too bad. This should pretty much stop his attacks. Gives us time to draw another red mana and kind of develop the board a bit. We can return our Touch of the Void also with 1 more mana, as this time we have actually ingested. This deck's a lot more aggressive than ours. Taking just a ton of damage. Spell Shrivel's not a bad draw. I would have much rather had a land there. So good Clutch of Currents without value, and still keep the Spell Shrivel up, or I could just play the Sentinel. I'd hope to save some of these for the Nettle Drone, but I think probably we're better off just getting some things on the board. We definitely don't want to bounce a Dominator Drone anyway. Both we and our opponent have now missed land drops. But his board looks a whole lot better than ours does. Although he continues to be able to play things. Let's see if he attacks with this. Can't imagine he adds haste. Jeez. So if we attack with the Vestige of Emrakul and the Kozilek Sentinel, I imagine he just lets the Sentinel through and puts, well, even 2 Dominator drones in front of the Vestige of Emrakul would kill it, and I'd only get 1. Doesn't seem like a good trade for me. Bouncing something that has haste also not that great. Just to get in, because then he can still hit us on the crackback. So we'll just wait. Hopefully he doesn't hit his mana. So far, not hitting his mana. His deck appears to function pretty well on 2 or 3, though. Still no good attacks as far as I can see. Although we're not far away. He's been able to play out almost his entire hand. Makes me a little more willing to use the Clutch of Currents. But I think this turn we'll just go ahead and leave up Spell Shrivel. Because if he pumps his team and attacks, we're screwed. And he does have the mana to do it. Looks like he's trying to decide if he has beneficial attacks. I don't think he does. He can do a lot of damage, but he'd lose at least 3 creatures, although I would lose 1 as well. Should have pumped, or should have Nettle Droned. Missed a trigger there. So it's too bad it wasn't a mountain. We can Clutch of Currents. Clutch of Currents on Forerunner and Makindi Slide Runner means he can't play both again next turn. Plus we'd have a 3/3. But I don't think we attack with it anyway, so... Let's go ahead and get our Touch of the Void back. Let's see what this could possibly be. Grave Birthing, sure. Well, that's the perfect use of Grave Birthing. He literally has played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards with only 3 mana. Well, now my decision to not play the Kozilek's Channeler seems wrong. But we developed the board, and the Ulamog's Reclaimer actually blocks pretty well as long as he doesn't pump his team. So he did his land finally. We'll see. I'm just hesitant about the Alpha Strike, which is I know is coming. Skimmer's a good one. In order to beat the Skimmer, though, we need to have another... I mean, we can always clutch it. I do want another red mana, though. This takes us to 10. Opponent was tapped out, so it doesn't matter. This after he taps out, it doesn't matter what I do with the Nettle Drone. So that's actually a really good draw, but we need another. The opponent down to 17, untap our Nettle Drone, pump our Kozilek Sentinel, play our Channeler. We need red mana desperately. We wait till he taps out again and he can't pump his Sludge Crawlers and just do 1, 1, 2, 1. Be amazing. Plus we need to kill the Silent Skimmer. Opponent's in his lands just fine now. We're pretty close to having to just bounce some stuff. Makes me nervous when he takes this long, like he's counting. Yeah, just the Skimmer as we expect. Go to 8, unfortunately. Is he gripping? Okay. Yeah, we don't actually need the mana. What we need is a mountain. The fact that it's a 4/4 is relevant, but since he's not attacking with anything anyway. Oh geez, worst possible draw. God, it almost doesn't help us. He just gives it. I mean, it gives us a 3/3, but it just gives him. It just gives him his creature right back with haste. This doesn't do us any good, and we can't attack because the crackback kills us. So, yeah, I don't know. We can't bounce either one of the Dominator drones, or we take damage. We could bounce the Forerunner or the McKinney Slide Runner, but he's not attacking with them anyway. And what we really need is... So yeah, I'll leave up Spell Shrivel, and we just desperately need a mountain. If we don't get it next turn, I guess we have 3 turns to pull one, but it's definitely a bummer. And if he pulls any kind of pump spell, we're just dead. He's super aggressive, and our deck is not. Sludge Crawler, geez, he has 3 Sludge Crawlers on the board. That's not something I want to counter. That is. Yeah, I was waiting for the Swarm Surge. I knew it was coming. Hopefully he gives us one more turn at least. Probably just one. I think he'll Alpha Strike after that. And just pump whatever Sludge Crawlers we don't have blocked. And we probably buy ourselves an extra turn by Rolling Thunder rather than Stone Fury at this point. Jeez. So I can Rolling Thunder for 4. Next turn I can kill the Slide Runner with a Stone Fury. And hope he doesn't have a ton more plays. Geez, that's another one. Okay, so we have to kill that first. Suppose we could have done that at instant speed. But it's really our only play, so we get one more turn. Opponent's out of cards though, that's nice. No, we're actually dead. I should have clutched him. Oh, I couldn't. I guess I could have saved 2 blue and clutched both the Forerunner and the Silent Skimmer. Yeah, we're dead this turn. If he realizes that he just sacks the Blighted Step, or Blighted Gorge. Oh my, he didn't do it? Oh no, he did it. Alright, so... I don't think there's much to do. Say we put in the Undo Champion, the Retreat. If only it gave +2/+0 and First Strike till end of turn, that would be relevant. I suppose the Eldrazi Devastator probably would have changed things some if it had come down early. But we didn't have mana for most of the game. He's got almost as much removal as we do. Is Anticipate something we want? I think we just run it back. We do get to go first against him, which is nice. This hand does nothing. I think we have to mulligan this. We need both colors and we need like a couple of things to do. Yeah, this is much better. Yeah, this is the hand I want. I'll even take that. He doesn't have any of his 3 sledge crawlers. That's impressive. Let's see if we can't get a few ingests in. Sure. We got something to block that, no problem. That's an unfortunate draw. Alright, so we hit a swamp. I think we just put the blocker down, preserve our life total, and then after this turn, if we don't draw a 3 or 4 drop, we'll just keep up Spell Shrivel. Oh, that's unfortunate. Our opponent has a very good deck. I think we're willing to trade for another ingest. If he doesn't want to trade, we get another ingest, which is totally worthwhile. And if he does, we kill his Death Touch creature, also worthwhile. Sludge Crawler, good. Tempted to just keep up the Spell Shrivel this turn. Sure, he gets in with the Malachor Familiar. No play. Oof, bummer. Let's go ahead and attack. Might as well get in for both. Keep the race going. I don't think he blocks. Demon's Grasp, that's a good hit. So we're looking at maybe taking 5 this turn if he has a land. But I can't really block with the Invoker anyway. I can trade. Probably keeps it back. Grave Birthing to create a Scion token. Do I want to trade? Probably. That thing's far more dangerous than mine, especially in our current mana state. And if we draw a land, we can kill that. Or we can just Clutch of Currents it since he had to. Since he had to sack a Scion token to get it in the first place. Doesn't mean he can't replay it next turn if he gets a land, but it does mean that we have another turn to draw a land ourselves. Oh wow, Ob Nixilis. This guy drafted an amazing deck. I'm jealous. I'm truly jealous of this guy's deck. Plus the dragon again. Get in for 2. We desperately need a land. That is not a land. Playing Rolling Thunder for 2. If I had Rolling Thunder for 3, I would totally attack into this. But I can't. This guy's deck is just disgusting. Taking 6, go to 8. So hopefully he plays something big. He plays so many small creatures. Jeez, that's a bad draw. Oh, I might just Rolling Thunder just for the just to save the 2 damage. That's sad. Uh, 18 lands, cannot get one. Save my life. Turn 8, have 4. Started with 3. That's rough. Yep, that's game. Alright, good game. That was just absolutely awesome. I'm glad we even had a chance. Alright, guys, this is Doug with Basement Level Magic. I'll be back for round 3.